Hello and welcome to Tech. I'm Mohammad Adnan, and in this video we are going to discuss about an interesting topic which is most of the users have asked about it. And also I got a question from one of the community member how this can be done. So I thought to make a video of it. The default date selection in the slicer. It is not about just the current date. Sometimes what happens is when you have the data, like usually you have the data of last month or last week or even last quarter, then you want to show what is the latest information you have in the data. That date have to be there as a default selection on the slicer, so that for an example, if your data get refreshed every 3 months, as it is shown on the example here, like June, March, and current month. Even though this is not in sorting order, for an example, March, June, and September. So September is the latest information which I have, and for that I need to show as current, right? And when this data gets updated on December, for an example, end of December, and maybe beginning of January, I will have the end of December data. In that case, it has to show 2021 June, March, and September, and for the December month, it has to show as current. So user don't need to select the slicer whenever the data get refreshed once in a 3 months. Like if you think of an user point of view as a business user, then they don't need to be go and change these slicer values every 3 months. That's not an user friendly solution. So in order to do that, we can give the option as current, and also on the top of page, we can show what is the date, latest date which we have information, so that user no need to worry about this slicer selection. If they want to change any data, then they can go and change it manually. But by default, whenever the report loads, at that time it has to show only the current. So in that case, we need to build a small logic into DAX in order to build that. Now let's dig into it. If you're new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. Let's look at the data here. Here in this example, I just have a date which consists of every 3 months end of the month, like March 30, June 30, and September 30. So I have, this is the highest number of information, like September 30 is the maximum date available for me, and for that I have to show as current. For the rest of the things, I need to show as general itself, the regular date format. So this is the requirement. So here in this scenario, there may be two solutions for this. One is either you can build a date table, and in that date table, you need to add this column, which I'm going to add it here. And adding a date table, that's the best practice. So you have to go from that angle itself. But for this demo purpose, I'm going to use the same table itself. The logic is not going to change when you are going to use the same thing on a date table. So here what I did, I just added current quarter as a name, and what I did here, if I added if condition and then the logical test, if the quarter of the trans date, which is the first column here, equal to maximum of the trans date, which is from here itself. So I'm getting this maximum value from the data whatever I have so far. So in here in our case it is 30th September. So if the date is matching to 30th September, then it will show as current. If it is not, then I'm going to make a format of this thing. Here why I use the format option here is because this is actually a date column, and what we are passing it here is a text. So we can't able to pass the text on the date column. So that is the reason I am converting this date into a format and then into this format. If we do so, then we'll get this current as a separate column. Now the challenge is you need to add this into a slicer, and here on the page I have added a slicer, and in that I have added here as current quarter. That's the column name which I have created. It's not a measure, it's a column. So here in the slicer, I'm going to select the current as a default selection, and then I'm going to leave this as is. So whenever the report loads, it will get the refresh data. So just to try it out, I'm going to click here and edit queries. I'm going to add one more value onto this table. Okay, this has opened the Power Query editor. Now I'm going to source here. I'm going to add one more data, which is 2021 and then 12 and 31. Click OK here and then close and apply. It is applying the changes here. Click on apply. Now I have not changed anything on the slicer here, right? It is loaded current here, and if I just open up here, see, now I can see 3 months here, June, March and September, and the current year. So there is no change in the calculation or even the user selection, but the data value is changed here. Now let's go and check out here. If I zoom this one, for the last update is December 31st, it is showing as current, and rest everything is showing as normal. Now if you just want the option to sort it by March, June, September and current, then you need to select this column and go to column tools on the top, sort column by, select trans date here. So you want to sort this column by this date. Now if I go back to slicer here and click here, now I can see correct sorting order, March, June, September and current. Cool. So this is how you can able to do these changes to the small DAX column. You can easily able to achieve this result. If you like this video, just click on the big thumbs up button. If you are new to this channel or if you haven't subscribed yet, just click on the subscribe button and also press the bell icon to get the latest notifications. But make sure you turn on the notification on your devices. Please hit the join button and be as a member of the channel to support and help the channel to grow furthermore. Thank you for your support. Keep learning. Keep learning. See you in the next video.